I'll go into this. We have a strategic transformation map that we will provide for some customers that will tell them at what stage, what kind of benefits they can expect in what domain, in sales, supply chain, support, and so on. Okay, this is an example of that whole portfolio we built for Home Depot, okay? So I can just quickly walk you through this. Marketing, this is where the leads come in from, various sources, okay? Internet, stores, some other agencies, and so on. And then here's where some of the technologies start coming into play. Through a bunch of web services, we will, oops, sorry, I'm pressing the wrong button here. So through a series of web services, bring all the data in. There's a call center application that we have that manages all the calls, all the leads that come in. We schedule the appointment, we confirm the appointment, and then we send that appointment out to the field so the sales force can go and actually sell that. So think of each of these as modules. These are all software modules we have developed, okay? So this is sales module, then we will follow up with the customer and tell them this is what you bought, or if you didn't buy, ask you why you didn't buy. So that's this module. And then there's a lot of supporting systems that is listed here. There are also people that will want to do projects themselves. That's a do-it-yourself, DIY. So we have a separate module for helping those kind of customers. And then we have fulfillment software for specific products. Specific products, how does that get fulfilled? Where do we get the material from? Where do we get schedule labor from, and so on. Okay, so this is the entire portfolio. These are all the products we have. Okay, and this portfolio can be applied to other scenarios that have a similar flavor, that involve some consumer calling a call center, wanting an appointment to be scheduled, having somebody come to your home and have a consultation with you. There's all kinds of businesses that do the same thing. For example, if you have an AC goes out, we call a bunch of AC companies, right, that do this. So there is that. Telecommunications we talked about earlier. Lawn service. So there is about, that industry, home improvement industry, is about 200 billion. There's a huge industry, and a lot of it is very fragmented small business. That's the kind of areas we go into. We look at the industry that are not very well penetrated. We look at that, create a very creative, unique solution for them, and then go take it to market, and then expand our portfolio. That's been the way we have taken things to market. So this is an example of how things have actually started. Initially, we kept it very simple. The simple form we developed in Excel, and then from there, it went to this. So this prototyping is very important in the way we approach things. We can start with something very simple and then slowly mature it. And we now maintain an entire portfolio of web properties for Home Depot. Okay, these are very, very state-of-the-art, very slick web properties that we actually manage. The content creation, there are creative teams in Home Depot that also works with us, but we primarily do the design, working with them. Content, enabling specific sections of the sites and to see what needs to go where, things like that. And then there's also all kinds of technologies that are embedded in this, analytics, Google Analytics, and DoubleClick, and I don't even know what all is there, but there's a tool called Bazaar Voice. Some of you might be aware of that. It helps us track customer ratings. Okay, that is embedded in this. All kinds of APIs are set up, okay? Oh, here it is. I thought, so with digital marketing, we've got that. Presence management, DoubleClick, Omniture, Contactology. We're taking it to mobile, and this is a screenshot of a call center application that enables our call center users to take calls and then schedule a call with the customer and then take it to the logical next set of steps, okay? The Salesforce uses, those are all web-based cloud solutions that users use on a daily basis. As we speak, there are about 1,000 users on our system. applying, doing whatever they have to do on these applications. In terms of technologies, this is all on PHP, MySQL, Apache. I think I'm right. I get too far, it gets beyond my capability. I need to get the tech guys to explain all that to me. It's all hosted in a hosting provider, which is Michigan and Arizona. I have a design development team here. I have a design development team in India, in Chennai. Those engineers do some amazing stuff for us. So that's what this product. And then there's a sales management tool. Sorry, does somebody have a question? Okay. So we have configurators. We help our the sales force for the company when they're out in the field be able to bring up a tool and in an iPad or mobile device and just simply go through what they want in a easily navigatable solution, and they'll click, this is what I want, this is the kitchen door, this is the style I want, this is the configuration, and they say, okay, fine, and click, and then they will keep adding more to, adding to that, and finally they'll have an order that they will send to for fulfillment. So combination of sales and marketing, mobile, okay, and then product fulfillment. All that is covered in that. We also have pricing for that. Capacity management. Installers around the country, availabilities have to be monitored. If I have 10 jobs, I have 2 installers, I need to figure out how long are they busy for, when they can come and take on the next job. So we have a capacity management module for that. Product and price management, we have another module for that, to take care of all the product costs and all the product prices. Okay. This is another screenshot of the product configurator. Okay, you see all these different stores that are available for Home Depot customers that can be brought up online, and then customers can go through this and then figure out what they want. So CRM, analytics. There's a very cool analytics component to everything that we do. And if I had the time, I can actually go in and show you how this works. Now, this is built on a different platform. So all the other applications were built on PHP MySQL. This is built on SharePoint, Power Pivot. So the operational data is extracted, and the data warehouse is in a SQL server. And we use some interesting little tools that are similar to SAS. Are you familiar with SAS, Cognos, Business Objects, these kind of tools? There are other tools like that that are Excel add-on. There's a tool called Power Pivot. We use it extensively. And it's amazing the kind of things you can do with it. One of my analysts is just a wizard at this. And you explain to him the problem, he'll put together 100 different parameters, bring all the data together, slice and dice it, be able to pull up all this. When I go to the application, these are all dynamic charts. You can click it and change the parameters. You'll see it real-time functioning. So the data is brought in. The cube is built on that platform, and then it's exposed through a SharePoint site. So that is the stack there. Okay. So that gives you a flavor for different stacks that we use for different purposes. A note on analytics. It used to be that there were huge monolithic systems earlier. Now it's going to desktops, heavy dependence on IT. Now it is more friendly, very expensive before. Now it is affordable. It's difficult to change models before. Now it is easy to change. Okay, so we went through that. Now we've taken the entire platform and productized it. So people that want this product can actually come and work with us, and we can configure this product in the different ways we want built. They might have different sort of geographies, different products, different organizations, so we will work with them and customize this for their benefit. So that was one full case study, how we took it from strategy to system build to solutions, and then product. Okay. Same thing here, we did the same thing. I explained the process, right? Goods come in, they are received. This is a zone where that value add activity takes place. it gets sent to the to a warehouse to get shipped out. So things that happen here, if it qualifies for duty incentives, then you have that advantage to reclaim back from the government certain amount of money that you can obviously repurpose for other uses. So this process, since you see the number of entities involved, you have to deal with the steamship company, you have to deal with the warehouse company, you have to deal with the truckers, you have to deal with the end retailer. So all these interfaces, interactions and the one thing they're not shown here is the government, obviously. You need to work with them also. So needless to say, it's a complex process. So we built a solution called FTZ Soft that does all these things. CF214 is a specific term that's used in customs that gives them a detail of what came in, what went out. So using that, they will give you authorization for claiming credit. So this is the application that goes through this process flow. That's an example of this, a screenshot of that application, okay? And this is again a cloud application that foreign trade zone operators, whether they're retailers or other services, can come and use. So, summary, we talked about strategic planning, business planning, process planning, technology planning, all these are available as services. So this is an example of a software factory. Methodology, I think a lot of these things I kind of talked about when I was explaining how we do what we do. So we will do on-site, we will work with the customers. These things are important to us. Economics, obviously, talent optimization, and continuous collaboration. And then we work with our offshore team. We have a very rigorous process of hiring, interview and re-interview. We go through 5-6 stages of doing that. And then the fit is very important. People that are with us, very high strengths, sense of knowledge and capability, the attitude, and there's a very strong sense of loyalty too, and we need that. And that's how things will work. They have a sense of ownership of what we are trying to accomplish. I have about 30-40 engineers in my Chennai office. I've got a bunch of people here. But we are not really going after, we're not a services business. I don't have a whole bunch of consultants that we go and deploy to client solutions. We are a software company. And the talent that we have is very specialized in terms of how they address software problems for our customers. So capabilities wise, we do custom development, we do use emerging technologies, enterprise platforms. We do occasionally some enterprise software when it comes to interfaces. We won't actually go into implementations of Oracle, PeopleSoft, but whenever there is integration need, we will get into that. And we have partners that we will work with. Design and analytics. We've done a lot of work on this area now recently. Initially, we weren't doing much of it, but more and more customers are saying, hey, you guys do good design. So we work with them on the creative side, web presence, and there's a lot of engagement management also that takes place. This is one of the things I talked about earlier. You have to do this, and the more things here that you can touch, the more in demand you will be, more powerful you should be. Okay, so just keep that in mind. In the earlier slide, I showed a process map. Process is another thing. Understanding business processes is another key capability that you ought to be looking at. And we will, at a broad level, we will define our resource levels in terms of levels of maturity, levels of competence. This is not based on age. I have guys that are very young that have come up so fast from the very beginning, and their ability to take on, understand various things I'm talking about, and operating at a very high level. So it's more a function of what you can actually do. Age is not a factor at all. So these levels, it all depends on are you entry-level practitioner, what technology you're exposed to, or a little bit more advanced, how many different technologies are you exposed to, and finally, are you an expert? Okay? So this gives an idea of what the progression will be, career progression will be. So this is a little bit about me and some of the stuff I've done. Our experience base. These are the companies we have worked with. This is an example of what people said about us. Ultimately, this is what matters. We don't do much marketing. All our marketing is through word of mouth. Our customers telling others, hey, you guys need to talk to these guys. You guys will do a very good job. We pride ourselves on customer service. We take very good care of our customers. Sometimes overly so, but that's okay. We end up spending a lot. We made a lot of investment in having that kind of extreme customer service, as we call. But and it costs us, but it's okay. We will be able to gain benefits from that later on. This is some other interesting comment we got. So that's the mission statement. Trust is important in our relationships. We focus on execution and excellence in our delivery. Of course, technology plays a huge role. Okay. And so any of you have gone to our site, looked at it? That's an older version. We are working on getting our site upgraded. This is a preview of how the new site looks. But that's about it. I've got a whole bunch of appendix slides, but I'm going to take a break here and have you ask questions. And I know you have to leave. Yeah, so maybe I can talk to you later. I'll give you my card. Yeah, sure. Give me a call and then we can talk later. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So, I'll stop there. Have you asked me questions? Any other thoughts, comments?
I have one question.
Uh-huh.
Completely off topic, and how did the name come to be? Like Nathan Research.
Well, long story around that. So when we were initially in the process of figuring out how to name ourselves, we had our own names, right? So a couple of things went into that. There was a lot of research in the work we were doing. Every engagement we took on, every customer we talked to, there was a lot of very, very customized research. We really think that's a big value add to what we bring. We do extensive industry analysis, we do extensive research on that, and then when we come and talk to you, it is with that understanding and knowledge. So that was an important element that we have to incorporate. And then secondly, we were always going back and forth between different geographies, different cultures. Companies that we were dealing with had operations in the Far East, in Israel, and other places. And when you're talking about multicultural aspect of what we're doing, somebody came up with the idea that you have to put some kind of a name there. Nathan, if you look at mythologies, that name is in different mythologies. It's in the Jewish mythology, it's in Indian mythology, it is in Chinese mythology, from what I'm told, and Christian tradition and all this. I said, okay. And then what I did not know at that time was that was the last 6 letters of my name too. It just happened to be a coincidence. I said, all right, fine, looks nice. But that is the way that's a holding company. And when we go to market with specific products, we have brand names for each of our products. Remap is a brand name for our solution for the remodeling industry. FTZ Soft is a brand name for the product we take to the logistics industry. So that's how we will project ourselves in those specific industries. That's this is a holding company.